Hi! Okay, so today we'll be doing a tapping on ACA Bill of Rights. So I will first read the paragraph before the ACA Bill of Rights. It says, many of us come into ACA, and ACA is Adult Children of Alcoholics and Dysfunctional Families, not knowing that we could give ourselves permission to attend to our most basic needs. The journey of recovery in ACA can include learning to identify our needs, feelings, and rights, and to take responsibility for getting them met in a healthy fashion. At the same time, the rights we discover and determine for ourselves do not imply that others have the responsibility to fulfill those rights. With the help of these rights, we are able to develop healthier relationships, and with a power greater than ourselves of our own understanding, we can begin to live life as our true selves. So we'll start with tapping on the side of the hand or carotid chop. And I'll just go over the points. So we have carotid chop, we have eyebrow, side of eye, under nose, under lip, collarbone. So I do the whole part here, collarbone, side of chest, we add back of hand, and then top of head. And before I start, I will do a short prayer. Dear God, please do your will for this tapping session. Please help us release what we need to release and receive what we need to receive. Please help us live our true selves, our lives as our true selves. Please do your will for this tapping session. Thank you. And if you'd like to repeat after me and follow after me as I do the tapping, please do so. You can lie down while you're tapping. You can use any fingers, one finger, two fingers, all fingers. It depends on you. So as long as the tapping motion is happening. So again, we'll start at the carotid chop. Even though I had or have a hard time identifying my feelings and feeling them in a healthy manner, I still deeply and completely love and accept myself and all of my emotions. Even though, we'll continue here. Even though it feels like I may have lost my identity in the process of people pleasing, which I thought was the right thing to do at the time, I still deeply and completely love and honor myself and all of my past decisions and mistakes. Even though I didn't know my own rights and wasn't always able to get my needs met, I still deeply and completely forgive myself and maybe anyone else who taught me that I shouldn't put myself first. And I'll just take a moment to let you know to please take responsibility for your own change that's happening. As we start to do our tapping rounds, you will start to feel some emotions, maybe some memories will come back, and just allow them to come, because while we tap, we are letting our subconscious know that we are safe to feel these feelings, and we are safe to remember these memories. And we allow these memories to come and bring change in our lives. So we'll start with the first point, which is the eyebrow. I don't know how to say no. It's scary having to say no. No sounds like such a negative word. Maybe I was taught that no is a bad word. Not being able to say no was me not having strong boundaries. I probably don't have strong boundaries. I just say yes to anything and everything. because I don't want to upset anybody. So I rather keep the peace by not saying no. I have a hard time saying I don't know. Saying I don't know is admitting I have flaws. It feels like it's admitting that I'm not good enough. Maybe I was taught that not knowing is bad. Maybe I was taught that not knowing things is stupid. I don't want to feel stupid. So I just rather pretend to not know things. So I'd rather just pretend to know everything instead of admitting when I don't know something. It's hard to say I don't know. Maybe I have pretended for so long that I know it all. That makes it hard for me to accept when I am wrong. It's hard being wrong. Being wrong means I'm not perfect. For so long, I had to be perfect, or maybe I was punished. For so long, I had to be perfect, or maybe I would be judged. No one wants to be punished or judged. So instead, I choose not to see when I am wrong. It's hard to admit when I am wrong, even though every human being makes mistakes. Admitting I am wrong means admitting I have made a mistake. Maybe I wasn't allowed to make mistakes in the past. Maybe in school, I was punished for making a mistake. Maybe my grades would be low when I would make mistakes, and I would be punished at home for having low grades. I was tested in school, and mistakes were seen as bad. I was taught that mistakes are a bad thing. So it's hard to accept and admit that I make mistakes. I rather pretend that I am perfect. At least maybe I would feel included with all the other children and my peers. Maybe I was even taught that mistakes hurt others and myself. I don't want to hurt anyone, so I can't make mistakes. I also learned not to detach or abandon people. That might hurt them. And again, I don't want to hurt anyone. So when a person hurts me, I just take it. When someone humiliates me, I still stay. When I am being manipulated, I may not even know. Because I like to focus on the good, and I do my best not to hurt anyone. So I just take it and suffer when people hurt me. I listen to what people want for me, and I follow what they tell me to do. Maybe because I want to be seen as good and perfect, and maybe because I don't want to hurt anyone. But in that process, I lost my identity. Sometimes I don't even know what I want. Sometimes I don't even know what I like. Sometimes I don't even know what I want to do. Because I am so used to just doing what others want for me. I am so used to just following what others want me to do. When I am hurt, but others are not, I may think I have no right to be hurt. When I have lost something, but it doesn't hurt anyone else, I may think that my loss maybe isn't so great. I don't even know how to feel my feelings sometimes. Because because I try to feel what others are feeling instead. And if someone else is not hurt, I may think I have no right to be hurt. When someone else is not sad, I may think I have no right to be sad. Or when someone else is really sad, I may believe I need to be sad out of loyalty and love. When someone else feels something I don't, I may feel that I have to feel what they feel because I love them. I have shunned and numbed my anger. Maybe I was taught that anger is bad. Maybe I was taught that anger hurts people and myself. And like I said, I don't want to hurt anybody. But I guess rage is what hurts. But maybe I was taught that anger and rage are the same thing. So I haven't allowed my anger to have a voice. When someone hurts me, I choose not to be angry because I love them, without realizing that my anger is just trying to love me by protecting me. I just numb my anger out of fear of hurting anybody. And I don't want to be seen as bad, so I just don't get angry. I have a hard time admitting that I want to change my mind sometimes. Sometimes I make a decision and I want to change that decision. But that would mean admitting that I have made a mistake. That would mean admitting I was wrong. And I can't be wrong or make a mistake. Maybe I was punished when I've made mistakes in the past. And I'm afraid of that punishment. So I rather not admit that I want to change my mind. I rather never admit that I may be wrong or have made a mistake. I rather stick to the decisions I have made, even if I don't like them. I rather suffer with my decisions than ever admit that I have changed my mind. I have followed my parents' will for me for a long time. I don't want to disappoint them. I love them. I want to be their perfect child. I love my parents, so I listen to them. Even if their will for me is not in my best interest. I know they believe it is. I know my parents or caretakers love me. And I love them, so I listen to them blindly. I follow what they want, even if it means losing my identity. Because that's how much a child loves their parents or caretakers. I give myself a hard time a lot, especially when I make mistakes, especially when I am wrong. I can be really mean to myself, and sometimes I may even punish myself. Maybe it's so that no one else punishes me. Or maybe it's because I believe that's the best way to change. I'm mean to myself because that's what I was taught. That being mean is the best way to be better. My intention is good. I just want to be better. but I am hard on myself, and I can be really mean to myself. I may be afraid to try new things because trying new things can lead to mistakes. New things can lead to falling down. So I rather not try anything new. I rather stay in my protective shell. I rather be in the dark than try new things. Because this feels safer. I am afraid to take healthy risks. Because risks are scary and there's a chance I fail. So I just don't do anything new so I don't fail. Because I want to be perfect so bad. But reality is I can't be perfect. So I resort to sometimes lying instead. So that I still look perfect even when I'm not. I don't ask for what I want. Because that might make me look weak. I rather come off as someone strong and perfect. So I just suffer in silence. And I never ask for what I want. I don't prioritize myself. I don't prioritize my goals. Because out of love, I let others have their way. Even if that means losing myself. Because to be perfect, I have to make others happy. And to make others happy, I have learned that I have to give up and sacrifice. I do not have dreams or hopes. Because maybe I was taught that life is supposed to be hard. Life is supposed to be hard for a life worth living. That's not my fault. But that's what I was taught. That's not their fault. Maybe whoever taught me was taught exactly that. I do not know who I truly am. I do not know my dreams and goals. I do not know what I want. And I do not know what my rights are. I have been so focused trying to make others happy, even though it was out of love for them. I didn't realize that I wasn't loving myself. I have not connected to my inner child. Because as an adult, I thought I had to stay as an adult. I didn't know I could laugh and play and have fun. Because I was taught that adults are serious and have to work. I didn't know that I had freedom to be me. Because I was so caught up in the restrictions to be perfect. Being perfect is hard. Because apparently, being perfect is impossible. I have spent my life trying to do the impossible. And maybe that's why I don't know myself. Because I didn't have the freedom to try and find out. But now I choose to change that. And I choose to have my rights. I choose to know what my rights are. And these are the ACA Bill of Rights. I have the right to say no. I have the right to say I don't know. I have the right to be wrong. I have the right to make mistakes and learn from them. I have the right to detach from anyone in whose company I feel humiliated or manipulated. I have the right to make my own choices and decisions in my life. I have the right to grieve any actual or perceived loss. I have the right to feel all my feelings. I have the right to feel angry, including towards someone I love. I have the right to change my mind at any time. I have the right to a spiritually, physically, and emotionally healthier existence, though it may differ entirely or in part from my parents' way of life. I have the right to forgive myself and to choose how and when I forgive others. I have the right to take healthy risks and to experiment with new possibilities. I have the right to be honest in my relationships and to seek the same from others. I have the right to ask for what I want. I have the right to determine and honor my own priorities and goals, and to allow others to do the same. I have the right to dream and to have hope. I have the right to be my true self. I have the right to know and nurture my inner child. I have the right to laugh, to play, to have fun, and the freedom to celebrate this life right here, right now. I choose to love myself for all the things I didn't know. I choose to forgive myself for not knowing all these wonderful rights. Now I know them, and I choose to live by them. I choose to feel my feelings whenever they come. I choose to give my feelings a voice to be heard. I choose to give my inner child the voice to be heard. My inner child can laugh and play, and I can laugh and play with my inner child. I have the right to live a good life. I have the right to feel abundant every second of my life. I remember that I am made with the same material as stardust. I am the stars. I am nature. Without me, nature would be incomplete. The air I breathe out, the trees breathe in. The air trees breathe out, I breathe in. Life is a cycle, and I am part of that beautiful cycle. When the sun shines, the sun warms my life, and I accept that warmth and love from the sun. I accept the love and abundance from nature. I am nature. I accept my own love and warmth every single day, in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, and in my body. And if you'd like to take a deep breath, and breathe out. Another deep breath. And breathe out. And I will post a link of the ACA Bill of Rights so you have access to it. And thank you for joining me in this tapping session.